different sized discs with odd markings carved onto them. The pedestal in the middle has similar symbols. It's seen better days. The dripping waters created an indent over time. If in doubt, break things. Some sort of stone gear mechanism. The one in the middle's made of wood. Looks like it's had better days. These heads are carved in one piece, right out of the rock. Even after all these years, they're in perfect condition. They must have had some special significance. Old deities, perhaps? Might have looked more distinguished if they'd bothered to close their gobs. Pushing or pulling doesn't achieve much. The mouths are open wide enough for me to get my hand in, but there's nothing inside. An underground river. I'm a strong swimmer, but I don't think I'd be able to fight the current.
Ugh. I suppose I ought to check through it, just in case. Just about the only thing here even remotely sanitary is this nut. Looks like some kind of altar, but who knows? The water dripping from the ceiling is beginning to wear it away in the center. I should be able to lift this. I wonder if I can take the gears out. The wooden one comes away easily enough, but the others are firmly installed. These heads were cut directly out of the rock. Their eyes and mouths are closed. These discs are in the very center of this temple. The soil's rather compacted. I can't just pull it away with my fingernails. Got it. It's loose. I can most likely pull it out. Got it. They're lying loose. One kick ought to do it. Strictly speaking, one isn't supposed to interfere with these things, but something is telling me to do otherwise. I think I'll just break them off. I hope no one notices. This is the central hub of Shambhala. It's hard to fathom, but these priests are conducting a ceremony that will construct a force field around the world's soul that will still be in place by the time Fenton arrives in around 10,000 years. When I first arrived here, I told them about the Nazi attack on the monastery, and they decided this was the best course of action. Perhaps the dying monk gave me that key because he knew it would send me into the past. The priests needed to know the threat so they could prepare for an emergency like this.
Looks like the Countess and her men have set up camp in the center. There's Kim.
Well, Any news?
No, Countess. We could not discover a way out of the caves. But we haven't yet examined every corner.
And Paddock?
No trace.
Okay, forget it. Perhaps the idiot fell over the edge when we arrived here. No matter, we have other concerns to tend to. Prepare the explosives. I'm quite sure a small detonation will be enough to disrupt the force field.
Jawohl, Countess.
I need to shift these ropes, but the Countess is keeping a close eye on me. Maps, documents, and a glass bottle. I could definitely reach the table with my leg and give it a kick, but the Countess would notice it immediately.
I need to find the 3 parts of the dragon amulet. Fast. I'll grab the crystals. According to Richard, there are 2 more temples besides this one in the north. There should be a piece of the dragon amulet in each one. There's one in the southeast and one in the southwest. This place is freezing. Lucky I've gotten pretty accustomed to extreme conditions over the last week. I've got to crack on and find the amulet piece. Let's fit this crystal in here. Fits perfectly. This crystal looks like a good fit. Impressive. The light from this area of the temple is concentrated and redirected. Let's see what happens. Ah, fantastic. The light's melting the ice. It's the tailpiece of the amulet.
The soil's rather compacted. I can't just pull it away with my fingernails. The soil's rather I can definitely use this to loosen the soil. Saving the world is no excuse not to get one's hands dirty. I'll try to shift some of this soil. The soil's loose. I can pull it away rather easily, though not without dirtying myself a little. Still, it's only mud. There's a layer of protective paint on the lock that's chipping away in places, but the lock itself is strong. It won't budge. So, where to? I'm currently in the northern cave, and the 2 other temples are in the southwest and the southeast. It must be 200 degrees in here. If I'm not mistaken, this sign symbolizes death. This sign stands for fire or heat. This is the symbol for life. That's a statue of the supreme deity of fire. The people who built this place attempted to appease the gods with sacrifices. Okay, I'll put the nut inside. This bowl represents life, and a nut marks the beginning of just that. But perhaps my offering is missing a little something. With a covering of damp earth, the nut should grow in no time. Perhaps then this offering will serve its purpose. I'll attach the torch to the chain. Yes, that works. This symbol, I've learned, means fire or heat. But nothing's happening when I hold up the torch. I can't break open the lock, but perhaps I can burn off some of the paint. I've removed the paint on the lock, but it's still shut fast. I'll place the stone directly under the dripping water. This is the Temple of Light. I'll leave the icicle here. I should be able to melt the icicle, then the tub will be full of water. I'll immerse the gear in the water. I'm not entirely sure why I'm doing this. Now I know how Fenton must feel all the time, regardless. I'm sure this isn't just a spontaneous urge.
Just like an ice lolly. One good heft on the chain and... Got it. Looks like this coffin once had an iron lock on it. It's completely rusted through now. Maybe I can get it open. Got it. The coffin's open. I really hope grave robbing will be the pinnacle of my less than moral activities. I hate to think how I'd go about besting it. The body's rotted to the bone. I have the most unsettling desire to take one with me. It's too heavy to move. And I was complaining about the heat in the desert. This is one of the 3 temples that hold the pieces of the dragon amulet. There don't seem to be that many places it could be hiding. But then, I am a master of underestimating tasks. There's a plant growing here. Let's see what happens when I place the bone in this bowl. The bone didn't look that heavy. Maybe I actually did something right. Empty. It's a small, rectangular hole. Let's see if we can't thaw this thing out. I'd better not leave it down there too long. At 1,000 degrees, the line between thawing and incinerating is pretty fine. It worked. The gear's been preserved in perfect condition. Okay, let's see if I can rig this thing up. That should work. The chain's long enough, and the stone should hold the lava without melting. There it is, a cup full of lava. That's it. The statue's moving. Looks like we're in business. A piece of the amulet. It's a piece of the dragon amulet. I'll take some with me. Almost like it was meant to be. Aha! Feeding stones to these guys makes the discs on the floor move. Ah, something opened up. The headpiece of the dragon amulet. The 2 pieces fit together perfectly. Hey, look! A dragon. This should be fun. Or terrifying. Hopefully both. Well, that was an anticlimax. What am I doing wrong?
I'm impressed.
Richard, I put the amulet back together. Is something supposed to be happening?
The amulet allows its bearer to breach the force field and to access the heart of Shambhala. Use your imagination, Fenton. Think about how the morphogenetic fields work. They are a part of everyone here.
I liked you more when you didn't talk in riddles.
If you control this energy, you control everything it is a part of. Let your thoughts, your feelings take control. Turn your thoughts into action.
But... Richard?
Great. Okay. Thoughts into action, thoughts into action. Nothing's happening. Christ. Why does this remind me of Professor Hayes' dragon story? I do like dragons.
Lieutenant, control your men! This is all an elaborate illusion. They are in no danger but from themselves.
This is my chance. I've got to get free before they get organized. That's it. I've pulled some of the glass towards me.
Let's do this thing.
I've got to get free. I need to cut myself free. Quickly.
There are still 2 Nazi units out there.
Don't move! It is all just a figment of the imagination! Lieutenant, we end this party trick now. Follow me. We will detonate the explosives. Once we control the heart of Shambhala, we will put an end to this spectacle.
Oh, Countess?
Ah, the girl arises. Given up waiting for your boyfriend to save you?
He's not my boyfriend.
Regardless, you must realize one thing. We have arrived in Shambhala. Your usefulness no longer protects you. It is time for you to die.
I'm the one you need to worry about.
Always with the witticisms, you people. Can't you take something seriously just once? Soon it will all be over.
That can be arranged.
Kim, are you okay?
I'm alive, I think.
What's with the kung fu? I didn't know you kick ass. Why didn't you pull that out sooner?
There's a lot about me that you don't know.
So I'm beginning to realize. Maybe that's something we can work on.
Ha! You'd like that, wouldn't you, Paddock?
Kim, you know I would.
Richard?
I don't mean to break up the moment, but it's time for me to say goodbye.
What do you mean?
I've made my decision. I'm going to stay here, in the past.
But... why?
I've seen a great many things here that I never would have believed. I think there's a reason I wound up in Shambhala. Whatever you want to call it, there's a great power that connects every living being throughout time and space. I don't begin to understand it, but I do know it wants me to help protect it. Humanity is nowhere near ready for a miracle like this. I know that when you return to your time, you will do everything you can to keep this place a secret. Promise me.
Done.
Thank you, Fenton. And thank you for coming after me. I know how much you've been through. I'll never forget it.
You've really thought this through?
Yes, I have. One day you'll understand.
I think understanding is more your bag, but I'll do my best to get my head around it. I'll make sure the governor knows you're safe.
Thank you. I have to go now.
I'm no good at soppy. You know that.
Just look after yourselves, okay?
Take care, Richard.
What on earth just happened? Where did Richard go?
I'm not entirely sure. But I'll try to explain on the way home.
So that's it then? World saved, catastrophe averted? You're not even a little bit interested to understand the great secrets of the universe?
Nah, overrated. I'm more worried about how the hell we get back home.
So you've been halfway around the world just to get here, and you're going home empty-handed?
Am I?
You think you're pretty cool, don't you, Fenton Paddock?
You're saying you don't?
make sure to let me know our love's not just for show. Pardon me, I need your love, your sunshine. Our destiny last for eternity. Follow me, please never let me go. Don't turn my hand into stone. Finally follow me home. How we danced in the night under blossoming skies. When we dance, I see starlight reflecting your eyes.